Hello, paperweights. It is paper talk. it is 4:07 p.m. on March 19th, which is a Wednesday. So, I haven't posted last week because not gonna lie, last week was a pretty horrible week. Didn't really like it. And I tried to record a couple times. I couldn't really find a topic. I'm still barely finding a topic. But literally I need to start planning better. And I tried recording on Sunday 3 days ago, and it was just big no no. So took a little bit, waited till better day, and boom, I'm back the next week. So sorry for leaving you guys hanging for a little bit. But today we're gonna be talking about bleh. Today we're gonna be talking about one of the most biggest things in the world, one of the most biggest issues that make me realize the next animal to go extinct is us. Um Overconsumption. Yeah, that's a one of the big issues. Not like our biggest issue, but it's an issue. And companies do it for money. I mean, common knowledge. Wow, but companies do it for money. Yes. Perfect example. I just love trash talking the Nintendo Switch too. But anyways, perfect example. Um, for Christmas, most likely Nintendo saw a spike in sales, right? And you know, they most likely saw a spike in sales. Couple weeks later, literally a couple weeks. I don't know, maybe even I don't know. Couple weeks later, guess what? Trailer for the Nintendo Switch to release. And you know, why? Well, let me tell you why. At first, I thought it was just convenient timing, but now I'm realizing it's one big marketing scheme. I think I even said that. It's like one huge marketing scheme, and it is. It's like it's like when you have a phone. You have a phone, and it's not the newest phone, but you see more phones getting released every year. So every year that you wait to get a new phone is another year that's like, oh, I really, really, really want the newest phone. And I think that's kind of the issue because after the Nintendo Switch OLED, which released 5 years ago, um, Nintendo was kind of on a pause. Just a little bit. Nintendo was kind of like, oh, backtrack a little bit. Let's stop and think about some things. And it's like that. It's kind of like that. Like right after Christmas, they've probably had a whole bunch of sales, a whole bunch of this and that, and they randomly drop the trailer. They're making the people physically want to buy their product so they can fit in with everyone else. And the main issue is one of the big issues. I don't think anyone will, but anywho, that was just an example of overconsumption. Um, Nowadays I feel like it's very much glorified when it comes to videos like overconsumption core, and I feel like it should be way more of a serious topic because it's genuinely affecting us. Like, look around your room, look at the devices you have, look at, I don't know, like the shampoo bottle, the empty shampoo bottles you have, and just all this stuff. And at the end of the day, you're like, oh, I'm gonna throw it away, right? You throw it away. Where does it end up going? It's not in your house, but it's, in a landfill somewhere. For the people that do take the time to look at the back to see, oh, the bottle, it's recyclable. Yeah, that's probably the bottle, just the bottle, or just the cap, because companies do that. They say, oh, the bottle is recyclable, and then only the cap is recyclable. And once again, they do that for money because do you know how expensive it is to have recyclable decomposing products? I don't know, but it's pretty expensive, and that most of the time inflicts on the price of the object. So it really matters on how much you pay for it. I think lots of brands, like a lot of brands, a notable one is Glow Recipe. That's just a noticeable one. Um, like has kind of taken a stance against it with like their reusable stuff, where you just take the pot out. But the issue is with that, you're still leaving an impact because guess what? Take the pot out, and you still have that thin little piece of plastic that whatever moisturizer was inside of. And as one of those people that would hear adults talk about it and then go, I'm literally like, I can't do anything about it. I do have to say that, I mean, sometimes you can't. Like, there's in the position that we're in right now to make a big change, you would need to have a whole troop of at least 5 grown men and at least one pickup truck. At least 10 pickup trucks. So that's true. You can't do anything about it. But if you're begging your parents to buy something that's like obviously going to leave a mark, then yeah, you kind of can do something about it. Like people say you can protest with your dollar all the time, and you can. You literally can. And I feel like people don't recognize that as much as they should. Like, you don't have to support these brands. You like you know how easy it like um Vex Bolts. So sick and tired of hearing that name, but he's just an example. That was one of the times where we could all come together as a world, mostly everyone, and go, hey, yeah, let's unfollow that guy. And then people came back and followed the guy, but I mean, whatever, whatever. Um, and the part that makes me sad was it was for a stupid trend. And then I'll see comments that are like, oh, um, this day we're going to be unsupporting this brand or unsupporting this brand. And then I do take a look in these brands, and some of them are actually kind of concerning. And it's like, wow, you guys will do it for a TikToker who made a stupid little meme, but not for the brands that are literally kind of making your planet, not just your brain, rot away. Okay, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Um, and then I don't know if I brought this up in the video I recorded like 3 days ago and didn't post, but okay. Another example. Let's take, I don't know what brand, but there was a brand, literally I believe it was last year, the year before that, I don't know, who made a homeless collection where literally it was just a whole bunch of clothes that were broken up and just very destroyed when you could literally go out and find them. And as I said in the video, it quite literally felt like a mock to the homeless people. Like, I can't speak because I'm not homeless, but if you're a big corporation selling homeless people clothes that's not even for homeless people, when it's the same thing you could find on the street, just $200, you cannot tell me that that doesn't seem like some form of a mock. Like, I can already hear the corporate chuckle a mile away. I'm not even kidding. And then guess what? Guess where those clothes go? Either in somebody's closet or in the trash. Most people, when they get clothes for a one time use because they're either too professional to wear out or they're just not good enough to wear out to certain events. And as that is okay, if like you were to give them away or something, if they're kind of just sitting there rotting in your closet, not doing anything other than taking up space, I feel like one, the best thing to do was definitely not throw them away. I don't know. That's don't do that. And take it to Goodwill. Like, if it doesn't fit you, if you're not going to use it again, donate it because someone else could use it when you're not. Um, I could go on and on and on about conspiracy theories. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Even though I'm like trying as hard and as quick as possible to find another topic to talk about, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But the issue is, no, the solution to our issue is if we could all come together and instead of banning stupid YouTubers, I don't know, make some of these stupid companies go corrupt or something. I don't know. That's a decision not up to me. Well, it could be, but that's a decision I don't really care about. Well, I do care. It's a decision where you would have to look and you would have to see. There we go. Um. Okay. Um. Pick me's. I know y'all have heard about pick me's. I know y'all heard about class clowns, and I know other than the name, most of y'all mentally categorize them together because they kind of do the same thing. But if you look at it, they're not really doing the same thing. Now, like pick me's, obviously, I feel like are some form of like people who just didn't get that attention that they really want to, and now they like thrive it out of everyone else. But like when it comes to class clowns, I feel like it's some sort of like clowns in general. I not like clowns, but like people who try to make everyone laugh. I feel like it's some sort of coping mechanism to a situation where they like can't be themselves at like wherever they are, so they do it at places and times when they shouldn't be because it just kind of comes out. um and you if you think about it like that, it's like, oh well, that's a kind of sad meaning, I guess, to it. And it's like, yeah, and I understand why it's been a meme to eternity, because like it's they become jokes, but you really have to look at things from different perspectives. Like we'll look at everything else. We'll look at a bald eagle's head and look at the skin on its head, but we won't look, which I don't know if we done, but we will not look at what these things could actually mean. Even though that's more like, I wouldn't say it's a therapist's job, but it's like something that a therapist could easily just like notice before anyone else does. And I don't know. I really don't know. Though this video will be shorter than usual because unfortunately I do not have any topics, but I can guarantee you I will come up with a topic next time. As normal, I've been talking at y'all for 13 minutes, and I won't be talking at y'all till Friday. So, or tomorrow. I don't know. No, there's a chance. So, goodbye, paperweights. Thanks for tuning in.